Alright guys, so while we're waiting for the paint to dry, I'm going to go ahead and prep the Livewell with some fittings. So this is the drain fitting. It's a 3/4 inch drain. So I'll go ahead and drill a hole here. So this is the back side of the Livewell here. So I'm gonna try to place this fitting as close to the rear as I can. So right about here. Put your guide hole for it. I got some hole saws. This one. Just to be the right size. Alright, so here's the Flow-rite nozzle. The way it works, water comes out of here. This is installed inside like so. Okay. When you want it to go in and reinsert, pull it out. And when you want it to drain out of the boat, push it in and remove the mechanism inside here. So out of this hose. Okay. That's what it looks like inside. So do the same thing. In, out. So is that. Alright guys, welcome back. Today it's raining, so we're here in the shed. This is pretty much my garage. I'm storing all my boat stuff in here. It looks like a crazy mess, but this is what we got to work with. So today, because it's raining, we're not going to be able to work on the paint. Wait for maybe tomorrow. We do have some break in the weather, so we'll try to get the paint done tomorrow. Today I just got these fittings in. These are going to be for the overflow. They're huge. There's an inch and a quarter, I believe. Pretty much like I said previously, you want a bigger diameter fitting for your overflow to allow the water to flow out. If you pump too much water in there, or if you forget to turn off the switch. I'm not going to have an automatic switch on this. It's just too much. I'm just gonna add this overflow on there, just on the side, and then there's less than a foot of space between the live well and the side of the boat, so hose isn't gonna be too long. Probably just buy a 1 foot section of 1 1/4, and then yeah, and then I just went to West Marine and picked up some of this 3M 5200. I wanted white just so it matches the live well. It doesn't look too ugly, just cosmetic stuff. So when you got the white. All right, so today, like I said, we're gonna install this fitting on the live well. Very simple. You guys saw it earlier, but I did cut and install these fittings for the drain and for the inlet into the live well. That's the Flow-rite adjustable pump in and pump out fitting, and then this is a 3/4 inch drain, which should be fine. I think I had a 1 inch drain previously, but this 3/4 would be just fine. So I had the dilemma, which side of the tank do I want to put my overflow fitting on. I don't know if this is correct or not, but this is my theory, is I would want it on the far side from where the inlet is, so I'm going to do it on the opposite side, somewhere near the top, not too close to the top, but I'll do about right there. And this is my hole saw, so use this hole saw. I'm gonna do right about there. Okay. I don't know if you guys ever use a hole saw, but just double check before you cut it that you don't want an oversized hole on it, even though it has this lip here to kind of give you some room. But this is what I do. I hold it like that and measure, double check that at least this fitting isn't too big and this hole saw is too small. Just kind of line it up, make sure it's not sticking over. Flip it, do the same thing. Just make sure that the hole saw is not too big. Looks good to me. Attach it to the drill. Okay. Extra burr sticking out, just to give the adhesive smooth surface to bond to. Alright, some gloves on. Put it down. Some alcohol. Okay. Scuff this up as well. Just give it a little. Add some more. Alright, so you get your adhesive. Just run it not need to be very thick. Okay. It's all gonna squeeze out anyway. So this one. Okay. Okay, there we go. Should be every fitting for this Livewell. Okay. Cleaned it up, no extra residue around it. Inside looks good, nice and tight. Oh, one thing. So you guys look here. So you look at the bottom, the drain. So you look at the bottom drain. It kind of had like a little point on it. And I ended up, you'll be able to see on this side a little better, but this side, you can see it kind of pointed or dipped down. So I ended up going in with the sander and sanded it smooth and flat, and until the fitting sat completely flat on that, so that I don't have a gap in between, cause any type of leaks. So there it is. We're all set with this Livewell. Can't wait to get it in the boat. So today we are installing the Livewell into the boat. First, you will want to connect the drain hose and cut it the length of the bottom of the Livewell to the transom. I am adjusting the height of the Livewell by adding and moving pieces of pink foam around to allow the Livewell to be high enough and prevent the drain fitting from contacting the bottom of the boat. Next, I am mocking up the pump to get an idea of where I want to install it. But first, I'm going to cut the hole for the through hole fitting on the transom. I'm going as low as possible, but still allow enough space for the lip of the fitting to lay on the aluminum. I'm using a 3/4 inch hole saw, but you can use the same size hole saw to match your fitting. Now, I am trimming the drain hose to install the pump. The pump is already attached to the Flow-rite 3-way valve, which was previously installed on my last boat. This part is pretty straightforward. Using some stainless steel hose clamps, attach the short section of the hose to the through hull fitting, the pump and valve assembly to that hose, and then the drain hose to the valve. Next, we will install the inlet hose to the inlet valve and the other end of the hose to the pump. Lastly, we will install the pump out fitting to a hose which will go out to a fitting on the side of the boat next to the overflow. Okay, now onto the through hole fittings for the overflow and the pump out. First, we will do the overflow fitting, which is 1.5 inches. Next, we will cut out the 3/4 inch hole for the pump out fitting. This fitting is a little larger than 3/4 of an inch, so I'm going to go in with a Dremel and open it up a little bit. While I'm at it, I'm going to install the bilge pump and bilge hose. Now that all the hoses and fittings are installed, we can attach the angled aluminum to encase the Livewell. Alright y'all, welcome back. Last video you guys saw me cutting up the hoses. Today we're gonna end up applying the 5200 to all the fittings. Alright, so just dry fitted everything, made sure it was all good, looked nice, routed it the right way that I wanted. Originally I had this straight 1.5 inch outlet drain or overflow drain. I ended up having to get this 90-degree just so this hose fits better. It was kind of kinked with this one in there, so got this 90 1/2 inch and was able to route it pretty nicely like that. So now we're just gonna go ahead and apply the 5200 to everything. I don't think you guys really need to know how that works, but I'm just gonna do it anyway. Show you guys. Okay, so these drains here, this is going out from the pump, drain out. This is still above the water line, but I'm just gonna apply some silicone just in case. Yeah, these not too worried about. This one down here is the one that we definitely gotta make sure this is sealed properly. So just like the Livewell, we need to clean the surface by scuffing it with some sandpaper or Scotch pad. Next, apply the 5200 on both sides of the valve. After tightening the fitting, go back to the edge with your finger and ensure the surface is smooth. We will do the same for the overflow fitting and the pump out. After everything is tightened down, go over the area with a towel soaked in 90% alcohol. Lastly, we will install the final hose clamps on the overflow. Alright guys, so that's it for the Livewell video. As you guys saw, it took me a few days to do it all, but that's it. I pretty much used a lot of the components from my old boat. Got some new hoses and added this workflow. Other than that, pretty straightforward. So just make sure you use that 5200, especially if you guys are doing anything below the water line. So yeah, if you guys have any questions, hit me up in the comment section. If you guys enjoyed the video, hit that like, and make sure you guys subscribe if you want to follow along with this boat build. Alright, we'll see you guys next time. Alright, so we just tested the switch panel. Bilge works, Livewell pump works, running lights work. So now we're gonna test the Livewell. I haven't had a chance to run it with the pump yet. So now that we have the electrical hooked up to it, I'm gonna fill it up and then see if there's any leaks, and make sure everything works properly. Okay, see you there. So now I'm going to turn on the Livewell. Water is pumping recirc right now. Okay. It's recirculating. Now I'm going to pull the valve and go pump out. See water pumping out on that side. Okay. Now back to recirc.